Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the daily message brought to you by Unity Clear Lake Center. Today is our second in the series of discussing the book Lessons in Truth by Emily Cady. And today's subject is Statement of Being. And today we're going to discuss who and what God is and who and what man is, according to Cady. When Jesus was talking with the Samaritan woman at the well, he said to her, God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship in spirit and truth. Webster, in his definition of spirit, says, in the abstract, life or consciousness viewed as an independent type of existence, one manifestation of the divine nature, the Holy Spirit. So God is spirit, or the creative energy that is the cause of all visible things. God as spirit is the invisible life and intelligence underlying all physical things. There could be no body, no visible part to anything, unless there was first spirit as creative cause. So God is not a being or person having life, intelligence, love, and power. God is that invisible, intangible, but very real something we call life. God is perfect love and infinite power. God is the total of these, the total of all good, whether manifested or unexpressed. There is but one God in the universe, but one source of all the different forms of life or intelligence that we see, whether they be men, animals, plants, rocks, it doesn't matter. God is spirit, energy. So we can't see God with our eyes, but if we spend time in meditation or communing with God, we can certainly feel a presence around us and in us if we pay attention to that feeling. God is love. We cannot see love or grasp any comprehension of what love is, especially God's love. But we can feel it surround us at times in our lives when we are in prayer or meditation. We can also feel it at times when we suddenly just feel joy. God's love is coming into us and through us as pure joy. So God is wisdom and intelligence. All the wisdom and intelligence that we see in the universe is God. God as infinite wisdom lies within every human being, only waiting to come forth into manifestation in our lives. If you ever have a need to know anything, just go into that space within yourself where you are in direct contact with God, and God can give you answers to any question you may have. So God is power. Not simply God has power, but God is power. All the power there is to do anything is God. God, the source of our existence every moment, is not simply omnipotent, which is all powerful. He is omnipotence, all power itself. So God alone is not omniscient, which is all knowing. God is omniscience, all knowledge. God is not only omnipresence, but more, omnipresence, everywhere present. God is not a being having qualities, but God is the good itself. And if you don't like the word God, you can always use the word source or spirit, whatever works for you. But everything that you can think of that is good, when in its absolute perfection, goes to make up that invisible being that we could call God. So God then is the substance, or the real thing standing under every visible form of life, love, intelligence, or power. Every rock, tree, animal, every visible thing is a manifestation of the one Spirit, the one source, God. But it differs only in the degree of manifestation. And each of the many, many modes of manifestation or individualities, however insignificant, contain the whole. One drop of water taken from the ocean is just as perfect ocean water as the entire ocean. Whether we consider one drop or a bucketful, each one is as complete as the ocean is. They only differ in quantity or degree. Each one contains the whole, and yet no one would make a mistake of saying that each drop or bucketful was the entire ocean. So each individual manifestation of God contains the whole of God, just in different quantity or degree. Man is the last and highest manifestation of divine energy, the fullest and most complete expression of God. To humankind, therefore, is given dominion over all other manifestations. So just think about that for a moment. This is saying that through our thoughts and feelings, we, as humans, using God's energy, co-create with God to have the life we desire. God is not only the creative cause of every visible form of intelligence and life, but each moment throughout its existence, God lives within every created thing as the life, the ever-renewing, recreating cause of it. It never can be, for a moment, separated from any creation that exists. So God is. Man exists from the energy of God put forth. According to Emily Cady, humankind is a threefold being, made up of spirit, soul, and body. Spirit, our innermost real being, is the absolute part of us, the I of us. And that has never changed, even though our thoughts and our circumstances may have changed hundreds and thousands of times. It is the source in us. All this central part of our being within every person can actually say, I and the Father are one, or I and Source are one, and be speaking absolute truth. Our conscious mind, which Cady calls our mortal mind, is the thinking part of us that can buy into the outer realm and be convinced that the things we see are the truth. God is the name we give to that unchangeable principle at the source of all existence. To the individual consciousness, God takes on a personality. But as the creative underlying cause of all things, it's actually principle. It's impersonal. As it's expressed in each individual, it becomes personal to that one person, a personal, loving, all-forgiving source of all. All that we can ever need or desire is the infinite source principle. There's no limit to the source of our being, nor to its willingness to manifest more of it through us when we are willing to do its will. It is only the Spirit's desire in us to come forth into our consciousness as more and more perfection until we will have become fully conscious of our oneness with all perfection. And Cady says, man has never been and never can be satisfied with anything else. So we all have direct access through the source in us, the central I of our being, to the great whole of life, wisdom, love, power, everything which is God. Now, what we really want to do and to know is how to receive more of that and to make more of God, source, all good, manifest in our daily life. There is but one source of being. This source is the living fountain of all good, be it life, love, wisdom, power. It's the giver of all good. And this source and you are connected every moment of your existence. You have power to draw on this source whenever you want. It's all good. And whatever you may desire, you can call on it through taking time to meditate, to commune with God, to be one with Source. So until tomorrow, once again, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Have a blessed day, everyone.